So I got a couple little bonus questions as we close out here.
Okay.
I basically want to know, do you remember the first album or CD that you ever purchased with your own money? And what was it?
Hmm.
Can you say?
I feel like it was something like the.
This is a Team Woods production featuring our very special guest, Coach DJ.
All right, so we're gonna start closing out here, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the executive assistant.
Hmm.
I've been working on a program to train assistants for, strong leaders.
Hmm.
So, what do you think of when you hear the word executive assistant?
Executive assistant, someone that understands they're part of the ministry of the helps. I never knew what that meant. That was a church term, ministry of the helps. Someone that just has a spirit to assist and to help and to see something through. That's the trait of a great leader. It oftentimes doesn't come across as that because they're receiving orders and following through the wishes of whoever they're assisting. But to be able to listen is a primary trait, and to be able to digest what they've heard and then bring it to life in the format that whoever they're supporting can use effectively. So not everybody can assist or serve in that way. Serving and servant leadership, servanthood, servitude does not mean subservience. A lot of times leaders don't lead in a servant manner because they equate it to subservience. Subservience means you're less than. There's no, in no world does the leader bow to the person that they're supporting in subservience. Supporting and serving is completely different. And an executive assistant serves at the highest level in some of the most extenuating and extreme circumstances and cases.
Yeah, that's a topic that I definitely want to go deeper into, as we continue these conversations, because it's therapeutic for me to hear. I'm being a little selfish because I love to assist. I can definitely lead, and I have led, and I do lead, but my comfort zone is with assisting strong leaders and people who are, and not even, the people who have a desire to become better than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I like to assist those people. It doesn't matter what level they're on. That's just where my passion is at. So this is an opportunity for me, to hopefully assist you. Like you said, you want to get your social media presence going, and hopefully, this will launch that off and go from there. And that type of thing excites me. You
Yeah,
know,
the executive assistance, that's free game because you're supporting and you're around leaders. One of our assistant pastors and under shepherds, the Alfred Coward, he was um, an under shepherd under Bishop Wagner, and he would always talk about the second place. And even Bishop Wagner preached the message, power of the second place, and the support and the way he would help carry out Bishop's vision was second to none. He used his influence, all of his influence, good looks and charm, to support the vision that Bishop Wagner would lay out. And you saw leadership at its finest from the second place. And that was remarkable to watch as well. You don't think of leadership in the VP slot, so to speak, but it's at its highest level because you have to know when to engage and when to disengage and when to carry out and when to make plans and adjust the plans and offer recommendations based on what you observed. So critical thinking, uh, no ego, very self-awareness. It's a lot. All of the attributes of leadership reside in the second place. They're carried out in the first place, but they reside in the second place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. and you're dropping all these terms. Under shepherd.
Yeah.
You said the power of second place. Was that
Po-
what the?
yeah.
Yeah,
Power.
yeah.
Yeah. The power in the second place.
Okay, okay. Sometimes it's a struggle for me to do these interviews because I get so deep into the
Oh
knowledge
yeah.
I'm getting, you know. So yeah. So forgive me if I stumble a little bit.
No, we're
Uh,
gonna we're gonna unfold some things over the next couple of weeks.
yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. So I got a couple little bonus questions as we close out here.
Okay.
I basically want to know, do you remember the first album or CD that you ever purchased with your own money? And what was it? Can you say?
I feel like it was something like the deal on two occasions. Uh,
Okay.
it's way back then. Uh, that
So so
that takes me way back.
so you're R&B guy?
I'm an R&B guy. Yeah, yeah. We did.
Okay.
We got into a little rap back then.
Uh-huh.
My friends and I. You grew up on the West Side, so you probably heard of Kimani Berry.
Yeah, I think I went to school with him.
Yeah, yeah. He's one of my best friends. Kimani and Clyde didn't stay too far from us. Clyde. I forget Clyde's last name.
Because Kimani went to Cheney, right?
He was a quarterback.
Yeah, yeah, okay. What year did he come out?
94.
Okay, yep, yep, yeah. So I came out in 92. So yeah, I do remember that
Okay.
name. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we had a little group. We started out rapping and stuff back when Star Palace was around.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think it was the deal. Two occasions.
What'd you say?
I think it was the deal or Atlantic Star or something like that.
Okay, okay. Now I got another weird question for you. Who's your favorite cartoon character and why?
Favorite cartoon character.
Or what was your favorite cartoon growing up? Either one, whatever it is.
Oh, favorite cartoon growing up was Fat Albert when I was a kid. My mother said am very young. I would run and get this little toy piano that she bought me and slam it down on the floor and start banging on it. So that one was easy. Fat Albert. I love Fat Albert. I love the lessons in the cartoons. At some point when I first started watching, I was probably a little too young to really digest all of it. But yeah, I could tell some learning and some positive leadership was going on.
Okay, okay. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and close right there. Like I say, you one of those type of guys I could just talk to for hours, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Any
Likewise.
Last words? Thank you. Any last words you want to say before we shut this down?
Not other than just thank you. I'm so glad that my father introduced us, and we get this time to fellowship and just talk about those things that we're both so passionate about. So I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and your audience.
Cool. Well, thank you. So, all right, y'all. I am the MATTWOODS here with DJ Colvin, aka Coach DJ. Peace.
Now for some bonus footage of John Maxwell talking about how important it is to have a good assistant.
I recently did a round table with executives, 30 of them in a room. They could ask me any question they wanted to ask me. It was an incredible day. I love that kind of an engaging atmosphere. Every once in a while, I do that with leaders. One of the questions one of them asked me that day is, how do I keep focus with so many distractions? He said, John, you write, you speak at conferences, you seem to accomplish quite a bit. With all the distractions, how do you do that? And I looked at him and I spoke to him and I said, you've got to have a good assistant. And then I began to talk to him about Linda Eggers, my assistant, who's been with me for several years. And I talked about how that she sets my schedule, how she handles my finances, how she takes care of all of my calendar issues, how she takes care of my entire family, sets up all of my travel. And I began to talk to him about all the great things she does for me. And when I really got done, one of the guys looked at me and says, and what do you do? And I said, nothing. I'm worthless. This is a great job. Just worthless. And then I had an opportunity to share with them how other people could come alongside of them, like Linda has me, or like Charlie, who helps me with my writing, or like Don, who takes care of my daily affairs so that I don't have to deal with any of those issues. And I talked to him about having all these people around me that make up a difference. And then I remembered back at Hillham where I could not pay for anybody. In fact, they could not even pay for me. And how I began to get volunteers to use their gifts to help me. And I got volunteers who had gifts of administration to come in one afternoon a week and file for me, and how that we began to really empower other people to do the work. And all of a sudden I realized it's more than having an assistant. It's more than having an inner circle. It's more than having just a good team around you. It's a mindset. And the mindset is basically this: I am going to be best at what I do if I do what is best. And I will be better at what I do if I empower others to do everything else for me. And the power of empowerment is absolutely huge. And I stand here and I share with you that when it comes to Linda, when it comes to these people, I am so indebted to them. I never can repay them. I never can repay them because they allow me a freedom. They allow me a level that I would never be on if it wasn't for them. So yes, I've empowered them. But in empowering them, guess what they have done? They've empowered me. It's a two-way street. So let me give you the empowerment decisions that I made concerning an assistant. Number one, when I decided I was really going to use an assistant and let them run my life, number one, I determined not to know everything. I made that decision. And I don't know everything today. I don't know everything that happens at the office. I don't even want to know everything. I don't even want to know everything. I don't even want to know everything. It's the difference between Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan. It's the difference. Jimmy knew it all. Stayed up late at night, studied all the facts. Very intelligent. Ronald didn't have a clue. Just a good old boy who kept focused on the main thing and kept guiding the country to the ideals of America. One got immersed in minutia. The other one couldn't even find it. Number two, I determined not to know everything first. I determined not only not to know everything, I determined not to know everything first. Because you know what I realized? Problems should be solved at the lowest level possible. Problems should be solved at the lowest level possible. Problems should be solved at the lowest level possible. Not the highest. Those closest to the issue should be solving the problem. The only problems that should come to me are problems that cannot be solved by anyone else. And so problems should filter their way out. And by the time a problem gets to me, there's two things I know about it. It's 1 out of 10 things, and it's a doozy. Number three, I determined not to become the primary source of communication. Linda is the communication hub. If you want to talk to me, you go through her. During one of our breaks today, she came to me because there's an international situation with a leader who just keeps saying he wants to speak to me and nobody else, and we just keep saying, no, you don't understand. You talk to the key players, the people that I've empowered. Only if they come up to a dead end will I get involved. I determined not to be the primary source of communication. So I'm not the one that's going to do the talking to you. I'm sorry, but I can't go writing books and doing all these other things and be on the phone. I can't be pen pals with you, so we're not going to email. And I can't play phone tag with you and waste my day.